Welcome to level 3, the basic marks. Now that we finally know all of our letters and we know what they look like when they are connected to each other, whether they are in the beginning or the middle or the end, and we have an easy time recognizing them, we're now going to start slowly putting on the different marks that come to change the sounds of the letters and really form words. So here we have the three very basic marks. We have dhamma, fatha, and kasra. So dhamma, it appears on top of a letter. It looks like a tiny wow almost. It makes the sound u. Fatha appears on top of a letter as well, and it makes the sound a. And kasra appears under a letter and it makes the sound i. Now, I'm not very pressed upon my students. I don't really emphasize them to learn dhamma, fatha, kasra, the names particularly, but the sounds are what I really focus on and making sure that they recognize them. With a lot of my younger students, it's hard for them to remember dhamma, fatha, kasra, but easy for them to say a, I, u, right? Something like this, for example. As you go through it now, we're going to have alif, we're adding a, so it's going to be a, ba with the a sound is ba, da with the a sound is da, and so on and so forth. If you want to really push that, no, I want them to know dhamma, fatha, kasra, you can go ba, dhamma, ba, da, ba, fatha, ba, da, fatha, da, fatha, da. But in my experience, I found it kind of daunting for a lot of my students, and simply just saying the sound, the e sound, it's been enough. And we've never really had the need beyond knowing the sound. It's not compulsory to know what the name of it is as long as you can read it. So it works out. So whatever you want to do. But I recommend just saying ba with the a sound, ba, right? So ba, da, that. The only thing I will say is making sure we really emphasize that your student is not saying ba, da. Don't make the sounds long at all. Make it literally 1 second long. If that, ba, da, tha, ja, ha, no longer than that, because it will then really confuse us later on when we do get to the sounds that are longer. So really emphasize that they make sure that these sounds are just long enough. So now we're going to start connecting them. This should be easy because now we recognize these letters already when they're connecting. So this is a ba, this is a ghain. Ba with the a sound and ghain with the a sound. So we have ba, ghain, gha, ba, gha, right? Same thing with noon. Noon, na, fa, na, fa, nafa. Okay? And we are going to continue practicing with 2 letters. And then we will do the same thing with 3 letters with fatha. Fa, la, fa'ala. Sin a sa, mim a ma, sa ma, and then kaf a ka, sa ma ka. Sadaqa, nadhara. So what I'm really emphasizing here as I'm saying these is look how short they are. They are not long at all. Balagha. Very short. On these worksheets, you're going to be adding the fathahs on yourself. So here you're just going to put the tiny little line and then say it out loud as you add them. So sin, put a on there, a fatha on there, and say sa, right? Do the same thing with all of these. These are small words even. Wa, ha, ba, wa, ha, ba. And then in this one, we want to be able to recognize what a fatha looks like. Go ahead and circle wherever you find a fatha. We're going to do the same thing with kasra. Kasra is a e sound, so alif with the e sound, e. Ba with the e sound, b. D, thi. So on and so forth. Same thing. Make sure that the sounds are very short. B, so ba with the e sound, b. Lam, e, li, bi, li, bili. Shi, qi, si, di. Very short. 3 letters. Fi, ri, li. Fi, ri, li. Now you'll notice that I have brought a mix of both fatha and kasra because what is our way? We end up, the way we do things here is whenever we have already learned something, we will continue to bring it up so that we make sure we don't forget it. So ra, li, and ya. So we have an a sound and an e sound incorporated. We're going to be adding kasras onto these, and now we're going to circle all the kasras in this worksheet. Dhamma is u, so ba with the u sound, bu, da with the u sound, du, thu, ju, so on and so forth. Meme with the mu, nun, nu, mu, nu. And now you're going to see that Dhamma, Fatha, and Kasra are brought into the the practice sheets. And that is because we've learned all of them and we want to make sure we remember all of these sounds and keep them in practice. And here we have a small mixed practice. We're going to do the worksheet for Dhamma, and then we're going to do a quick mixture view of all the sounds. Ba, bi, bu, da, di, du. So that we just have a quick, almost like a glance back at everything that we have covered and all the different sounds that we've done so far in this lesson. And that will conclude this section.